From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second and 10. Here's Levis. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second down, here's Levis. Got his man, Okonkwo. And they will get the first down as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. First and 10, it's Levis. Caught left side, Hopkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Levis now on first and 10. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Levis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And Levis going to change the play. On second down, here's Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. On now is the Titans punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
38. Ready.
Ritter on 1st and 10. This is to the former Titan, Jonnu Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Robinson up the middle. And they can't bring him down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready.
Ritter off the play fake. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Patterson running between the tackles. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Targets Miller here on the out route. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. Able to find Dowell. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A second down throw from Levis. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Richie Graham. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Starting the drive with Algier. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Ritter back to throw. Throw left side. There's London. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
That's complete to Robinson. Only able to gain a couple there, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Here we go, set.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Set.
Back to the ground now. Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And
touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts from 17 yards out. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Levis throwing for it on 4th. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Richie Graham. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They work now on 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
1st down, Falcons.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Down. Mega. Set. Go.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
35. Titans 9.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rocco switch! Rocco switch! Go!
Now the rookie third rounder from Tulane, it's Tajay Spears. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So time runs out. It's a victory for the